It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stressful day, but learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arm that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people, grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. Let's go and educate on the backside. Folk gotta act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my brother. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water.
I can help everyone in my life.
Hey, what is going on, guys, man? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleash. Y'all, hey, Sky, I did something today different. I started putting our storylines in the, that news feed. So I started putting video clips up in there today so y'all can kind of get an idea of what it is that we talking about. Man, this show is about to be crazy, y'all. But, as we do every week, before we get this show started, man, I got a good friend that's sitting right next to me that is like a brother. So I'm going to take this time right now to roll out the red carpet for him. So now the floor is yours.
Well, I won't take too long on this one because this is one of those days where we all have to get together and I need my prayer warriors with me. A fellow wrestler of mine, LBK, and his wife, Katie, lost their son last Sunday, I believe. So
I think I saw that. He was a football player?
Yes. So this Sunday, house party, No Limit Pro, 106 South Street, Tullahoma. We're raising awareness and funding for the funeral costs in the family. Here at the Nashville Caveman podcast and everywhere else, our hearts and minds and soul goes out to the whole family. We are so sorry. We know in this world it's supposed to be an order. You should never have to bury a child. But sometimes it's the world we live in. When you take your first breath, you're born to die. So that young man has now left this earthly body, and he is now an angel. So again, that's just all I want to talk about. The wrestling and all that stuff comes second. Music, radio, all that comes second when you lose not only a life, but a young child who was still in high school. So y'all, if y'all are free, if y'all want to donate, if y'all want to come this Saturday, No Limit Pro, Tullahoma, go to the No Limit Pro Facebook page to get more information. And shout out to you, Jeff, for joining us. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Damo.
Man, if they have a link or somewhere like a Cash App or somewhere that people can donate, and if you don't mind, Sky, or somebody don't mind putting it in the comments so I can put it up on the screen and everybody can see it.
Okay.
I would love for everybody to see that. So, I seen that. It's always a hard thing just to lose a loved one, period. But especially when you burying your child, man, that is, I couldn't even imagine. So, my condolences and prayers to the friends and family of that young man.
Yeah, mine too. Yes.
Y'all, the world is going crazy. But before we get into all this craziness, well, let me talk about what we're going to talk about today. So this wife uses her husband's semen as a beauty enhancement, as skin cream. So we're going to talk about that. Also, this man who is addicted to humping air. I mean, he just out of nowhere just started humping the air. A group of black women banned from Disney all because they all decided to rent out and use those electric scooters, and all of them didn't need it. And here it was a serviceman, who had some injuries from, I guess, being in war, and he's standing around having to wait for one of these, and people want to just joyride. So they banned the women from from Disney. Also, man, can America really be defeated in a war? You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that and a lot more, but y'all know how we do. Before we get this show started, man, we like to get into some music. When we come back, Sky, if you can do me a favor, if you can run that throughout the show, we're going to just run that information. Okay. So, many people as possible. So we're going to play a song. Then Sky going to give y'all the information of where y'all can donate to or where y'all need to go. And then we're going to go ahead and kick the show off. We're happy you guys are here. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. Right now, I am broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Bigo, and TikTok. And Sky, you are broadcasting from where?
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
All right, so yeah, if you guys can share the live for us, man, we will greatly appreciate that. We'll be right back after this song.
Listen, man. Listen. Please excuse me. I'm cruising. I'm doing about $1, $2, $3 in the hoopty. I'm bleeding profusely. I'm on my way to see you, big bro. I'ma need my 44 and my Uzi. I'm trying to stay focused when you shit the mirrors, but I'm kind of woozy. Maybe my mood sticks. Maybe my mood swings, or maybe I'm just not a perfect person. Or maybe I'm the worst when I'm hurting and lightweight slurping bourbon. Might be why I'm curbing and swerving and swerving. I'm sure this is not suburban. And I'm slurring my words again. My bad, I got a urge for cursing when I'm apparently worried the turns will revert again. You know the cherries and berry nerds in them, working the currents and lurking in. Oh yeah, let me get back to the subject of this bastard and why I have to be holding my ribs and kidneys after.
Why you say that?
Cause simply this heathen is no longer breathing. His lungs are empty. Guess he thought he can get me. You know how these kids be nowadays. I'm no dry snitch, so I'ma say he had it coming to him. Shank was running through him. His homies was running to him. Sweat is running, fuming and puffing, moving. I must have stopped myself before I shoved it to him. Contemplating self-defense in case I end up in front of a judge and jury. I stuff my jury in a peasant's pants. I'm innocent, no incriminating evidence. Smart thinking, right? Despite the adrenaline kicking in, kinda like the feeling when you feeling grim and all you got is a set of Minifin. Oh, so I improvise. I wish I can simplify what's in my mind. Hey, they say I must be psychotic in disguise, like it's a private enterprise, like I'm a chairman with stocks and shares and scary, ridiculous. Man, big bro, is you still listening? Oh, I just get offense. Ain't that a bitch? How did I even get in this? How can I pin this on a hating cousin or a fake sibling? Whatever, man, I'm just trying to be clever. whoever means anything.
All right, y'all, we back. Sky, you want to go ahead and plug in that information?
Yeah, so I've reached out to a couple of people to see maybe by now, Damo, all the GoFundMe's and donation links have probably closed because that was probably over a week ago. But y'all don't forget, our prayers is for LBK and his wife Katie, their son. He passed away last week. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him. If anybody that's listening or watching knows anything or can share anything or link for us so we can put it on the show. But I do know, shouts out to CWF. Last week, they put on a benefit show for him. Congratulations on that.
That's cool.
And this Sunday in Tullahoma, No Limit Pro is doing the same thing. So if you're in the Tullahoma area, please come out and support. We're going to have our thoughts and prayers for this young man. And again, keep the prayers for the whole family. Because again, like he said, it's hard losing somebody. But in the order of you bearing the child, that's one of the hardest things you'll have to do.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it, man. We're going to be running that all throughout the show to do all we can here to help, to get the word out there. And hopefully somebody send us a link and we could go ahead and post the link up. Man, I'm going to go ahead and get into this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, they need mental hospitals out here. They don't have them.
Right.
Without further ado.
A group of black women were permanently banned from Disney for repeatedly occupying electric mobility scooters. In the video, several black women can be seen treating Disney's electric mobility scooters like toys. Some of them were even laughing while driving in circles, making it look more like they were using the scooters for entertainment rather than simply using them to get from one place to another. But not far away, a disabled military veteran who genuinely needed a mobility scooter was forced to sit nearby and wait because all of the scooters had already been rented out, hoping that someone would return one soon. When Disney staff questioned the women, they were also unable to provide any proof that they had difficulty walking. Staff told them that if limited mobility scooters are treated simply as a convenient way to avoid walking, people who truly depend on these devices may end up losing access to them. Disney later received a large number of complaints and reports about the incident. The company then decided to permanently ban the women from its parks. When a limited number of accessibility resources are completely occupied, should they simply be available on a first-come, first-served basis, or should priority be given to guests who genuinely depend on them? What do you think?
That woman was so big, her ass was hanging off the seat. That chair was way too little for that woman, man. She need to ride in a love seat. That's how big she is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against big people, but that's a big bitch.
So there was
you love seat. That chair is suffering.
Bless his heart. Yeah, it's gonna need a handicap stick on the scooter.
Yeah.
So they was using the scooters like bumper cars, right? None of them had any like real disabilities. They could walk. They was just trying to have. Again, I don't understand what some people, Damo, why do they have to be the center of attention? That's just at a park full of tens of thousands of people. Disney, Epcot, Universal Studios. That's what people are there for those things. But you have to come in and do something crazy to be the center of attention. That's all it was. They just wanted attention. And so the people who really need it, like that veteran, had to stand there and suffer just for a little bit until they brought it back. But if you rented it out, let's say they rented it for 2 or 3 hours, they didn't have to bring it back. So I'm confused why they don't have somebody there, because I know you can have like disability tags in your car or on your license plate, but I don't know if you have like some type of disability thing on your driver license. Like, how do you know who's disabled or not? Because I can't just look at you and say, oh, you're hurting, because I don't know.
You know what I think they need to do?
What's that?
I think in order to get one of those, you have to show your handicap tag.
Yeah.
Or you have to show some paperwork, you know what I'm saying? They're saying that, yes, you're handicapped.
Right.
Unless it's just obvious, like you walking around with a nub, a leg and a half, or a leg and a quarter, then it's obvious, you know.
Well, then I understand, Damo, because sometimes the obvious might not happen, right? Somebody might actually get injured while they're there and need a scooter. Or you wake up the next day and you've been fine all week, and you wake up the next day and you get injured or you twist your ankle on your way there. I get that. But like you said, from the majority, there should be something set aside so people who really need them can use them. But these ladies here, they sat there and rented like 4, 5, 6 of them, drove them in a circle, taking selfies just because they want attention. And I just, now that lady that was a very large lady, maybe she might have needed, because that's a big part. That is a very big part. But why are you joining the circle group out here like you in bumper cars or you out in the street swerving and all this old stuff? This is the reason why regular people are having a hard time getting entertained, because now security has to be so strict. You can't enjoy yourself because of people like that.
Black fatigue. This one of those, you and I would be there embarrassed. If we were standing there, we would have been embarrassed. And then all of them was big. They was big as NFL offensive linemen. Them some big chicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they may have needed it.
I mean, they may have needed it. That's the sad part about it. Because you're right. They may have needed it. Because some of them were so big that one ass cheek would take up the whole little scooter. The other ass cheek is just hanging off.
And then, Damon, what is because they look like they're electric? Because I don't think they're gasoline.
Yeah, they must look electric.
So how long does it last when you have to recharge it?
Them batteries didn't last long because there was a lot of stress being put on them chairs. I'm just telling you, them batteries didn't last long, man. Right. They ain't last long. I'll guarantee you, them chicks, they killed that battery. That battery was like, I'm tired. Put me back on the charger. Scooter was hurt, man. How do you hurt the damn scooter?
That's true.
That scooter rolled back.
So I'm thinking to have charging stations every so many hours wherever you're heading, because it's hot. There's a lot of walking, and I mean, I don't know what they was trying to do. Again, they wanted to be center of attention, but yeah, like you said, black fatigue. One bad apple spoils the whole basket, man. It makes no sense.
And I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I ain't gonna hold you. There's nothing more than I hate than to go to the grocery store to see somebody riding it, not because they're handicapped, but because they're so big that they had to get around the store. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're so big, you got to ride one of those around the grocery store, you in the wrong place. Instead of the grocery store, ma'am or sir, you need to be at the gym.
Well, how did they get from the car to the door?
They take the thing out to the car. You ever see them? I'd be like, that is the wildest shit.
No, I've never seen that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It would be somebody with them, like a child or somebody.
Okay, got
They'll go in, get the scooter, drive it out to the overweight person to get on to ride it in the store. They can't even make it from their vehicle to the store. I've seen many scenarios like that. It's sad, dude.
Now, I've seen them in the wheelchairs where they put the family member in the wheelchair them around, But I thought the scooters had to stay in Walmart or Kroger's or wherever they at. I ain't gonna lie to you, I've never seen one on the outside of the store. I thought they had, because people would steal them and not bring them back. The baskets, that's why I have the little long poles on the baskets.
You ain't gonna get bored with them.
Yeah, people were stealing baskets and selling the metal for money. So if you go into a Dollar Tree, they got the long, Kroger's got the little thing up under the wheel that once it gets to a certain spot, it stops. You know what I'm saying? But Dollar Tree, that's what the long poles are for, so you can't take it out the door. So I would assume if they're stealing basket carts, they would steal motorized scooters. But,
They had them in Saverlight. No, them big people going to protect their transportation. I'm going to let you know that now. Good luck trying to steal one of them because they'll snitch on you. Them big people walk for 30 minutes or ride for 30 minutes, and they 353 pounds. Oh shit, they'll stitch on your ass in a minute.
And then on those scooters, the bigger ones or the smaller ones, the baskets are not that big. So what are you grocery shopping for? A normal basket is, big enough to put a lot of groceries in there, but those that I've seen are really just not that big. So what are they grocery shopping for?
A big ass ham.
Not a big ham.
A big old bag of greens. So whatever it is, it's a lot of big backness going on. I'll tell you.
Man, yeah, they just made it hard for the people. That's crazy. You can't even go to Disney and just enjoy yourself, man. That makes no sense.
Can't go to the Carnival Cruise. Can't go to Disney.
Man, you can't go to the Tennessee Wilson County Fair. You hear those are fighting out there.
I heard.
Young people, got the fight. Mm-hmm. It might have been night one. Man. It might have been night one that happened.
It was.
Yeah.
It was night one. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Well, speaking of crazy, turn it up some, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's turn it up. I mean, man, I've seen a lot of shit in my life, Sky. This may take the cake, man. This literally may take the cake without further ado.
I'm addicted to semen facials. I love the way that it feels on my skin. It's nice and smooth, has a very sticky texture to it, and I also love the glow that it gives me at the end of the day.
Brandy applies her husband Simon's bodily secretions to her face every day and even freezes them into ice cubes for storage. Simon cooperates fully with her every day, adjusting his diet and drinking massive amounts of water to alter the composition of his secretions and meet her skincare needs. He does this solely to preserve their intimate relationship and ease conflicts and stress in their marriage. Brandy has become extremely reliant on this bizarre skincare routine. She grows anxious and restless if she skips it for even a single day. Brandy invited her friends over to her home to exchange skincare tips. She shared the frozen secretion ice cubes from her refrigerator with them. Shocked by her behavior, her friends worried about her physical health and urged her to consult a medical professional. Following their advice, Brandy visited a medical aesthetics clinic to seek expert opinion. The doctor stated that there is no scientific evidence to validate the effectiveness of this skincare method. On the contrary, it poses severe health risks, potentially causing a range of infections and even eye damage that could lead to blindness. Tragically, even after learning all the potential dangers, Brandy still refuses to abandon her unusual skincare practice.
So here it is. We got a wife putting nut on her face for a facial beauty cream.
Well, if he's using all his semen for the face, I guess they ain't trying to have no kids, right? Because she ain't trying to unthaw none of them for
I mean, I'm wondering how much do he got to be jacking off to put it in an ice tray? To fill up an ice tray? Man, how much is this dude jacking off a week?
Unless she's jacking him off, or you know how they have like the breast pumps to pump out milk. Maybe they have a penis pump to pump out semen.
A dick pump, not a dick pump,
to suck the semen out. But you know what? This is not weird to me. I knew a girl back in the hood about that complexion, maybe lighter, and she had keloid skin. And so, not to be too graphic, but she liked to do oral and catch it in her hand and rub it like lotion. This is not for me. This is for other people. Catch it in her hand and rub it on her face because she said it helped her keloid skin. So here we are almost 30 years later, and you showed this video. Ever since I had heard that back then in the 90s was that she was doing this, I thought maybe there was some truth to it because there is a lot of protein and some good things in semen. Now, there might be some bad things too, like that doctor was saying. But when she was doing that, I was like, oh, okay. Or you know how some women just like for men to just like release on their face or stuff like that. So I'm not shocked by the video because I have been hearing this years and years ago that people were taking that for skincare, especially those that had like eczema or keloid skin that they had research. This is a nice way for Google and all this stuff. Have been told to research that the protein in the semen really helps for your skin.
Here's the part that I got questions on, right?
Mm-hmm.
For you ladies that do that, you know, I'll guarantee you one thing. You ain't gonna be single long. Now, I'm gonna let you know that right now. If you think that's a beauty process, I'm quite sure there's a lot of dudes lined up waiting to go ahead and put that on your face, first and foremost. Second of all, man, she not afraid of STDs. Like, what if he got herpes? You just rubbing that shit all in your face now, huh? Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HPV. None of that? You ain't thinking about none of that? Well, I guess she ain't worried about him cheating because she draining. I mean, man, if you got me filling up an ice tray, what more is there left for anybody else? I did just build up an ice tray. My hand hurt.
The mental part, Damo, is okay. I'm with everything into the ice tray. Then you put in his semen where food goes. Like, that's the mental part to me. Yeah, even though your meat is wrapped and your vegetables are in a bag, I still don't want nobody's secretion in the freezer where I put my food. Now, if I had a separate freezer,
maybe you got semen stored up with your meat. Oh,
yeah,
that's
if you had a separate freezer, okay, fine. But no. Why? That's where the husband needs to be like, something's wrong. Let's go buy a little small refrigerator freezer if this is what you want to do. See, they say love is blind and in the wrong direction for abuse and domestic violence, but sometimes love is blind for the simple fact that this man don't want to be alone. He loves his wife so much that now he will allow her to take his semen, freeze it, and put it in there like ice cubes. What if you forget one day which ones are the real ice cubes and which ones is the semen cubes? Or you got people coming to your house, Damo, and they so cool, they just go into your refrigerator. You know, most people just ask, but some people are like, oh man, here's some ice, because it's probably clear and looks just like normal ice to a certain point. You ain't thinking, and you putting your best friend's semen in your cup, pouring it. That's where the mental part is. That's where the mental part is. Prior to that, again, I have been hearing this for over 30 years about women doing that. Not only do some swallow and drink it, but some catch it and do it while they're doing the act of sex. But now the mental part is when it's in the refrigerator or the freezer. That's where I have to draw the line.
Man, the whole putting that is just nuts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, could you go ahead and ejaculate so I can refresh my face? I mean, I'm just trying to, before I move from this, the whole concept of putting it in an ice tray.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
man, I can't fathom that.
Yeah.
The bust a nut and to fill up an ice tray.
And you know she probably got more than one ice tray. Most people keep at least 2 ice trays in their freezer, so we at least take a minimum of 2 ice trays.
How long did it take them? That's the question. How long did it take them to fill that up? Damn, she gonna wear this dude out, man.
Well, you see, she said she's making him drink water to, I guess to help his testicles produce it faster than they're supposed to. But one day he will get to a point to where he won't be able to do it. Then what's she gonna do?
She gonna go get that young stud. She gonna get that young man somewhere. I don't know where she gonna get that young man, but that fetish is that's quite the fetish.
Right.
I'm learning a lot, man, Sky, through the Nashville Caveman podcast. The biggest thing that I've learned this year.
What's that?
That our semen can be used for a lot of things. It can be used for body, skin cream. You can make necklaces out of them. Remember that?
Yep.
Make jewelry out of it. Yeah, you make babies. Shit, we need to really. Man, let me shut up. I'm gonna move on to the next story right quick. This dude right here, man, I was like, what? I've seen a lot of stuff. No, I'm gonna move to something else. This is a story, matter of fact, Sky, that you sent me.
A Valley Shake Shack employee is behind bars accused of robbing his own workplace at gunpoint. Police say Keandre Simmons wore a mask to hold up the Kierland Commons location near Scottsdale and Greenway. This was earlier this month, back on August 3rd, according to the authorities. 33-year-old locked a coworker in a cooler, allegedly, while then demanding cash from the manager. And he got away with $2,800, the suspect did. Neither employee was hurt. Those coworkers, though, they told police they were pretty sure they knew who the robber was. The suspect knew the store's layout and equipment like an employee would. Officers arrested Simmons 2 days later when he showed up for his next shift.
This dude showed up. Oh man, this is a level of stupidity.
Yeah.
This is a whole new level of stupidity.
I can't even defend dude. I don't even have no way to defend dude. First off, you're going to rob the store that you work, like they don't know how you're built, how you look, how you walk, none of this stuff. For $2,800, dude, your lawyer, just to look at your lawyer, it's going to cost you $2,800. To pick up the phone and call him and say, hey, I need your help, it's $2,800. So you didn't really get any money. And I don't even know what the hell a Shake Shack is, Damo, but you should know that the most you're going to get is like $3,000. So let's just say you robbed it and didn't get caught. What are you going to do with $3,000? Because eventually you're going to run out of that real quickly. Then you show back up to work a few days later like you didn't do nothing. Like you didn't know they had cameras.
Oh my God.
Like, man, this is some of the crazy stuff. Did you ever watch that TV show, World's Dumbest Criminals?
Yeah.
He need to be on that one. Yeah, he need to be on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He might be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that's shit right there.
Yeah,
I mean, it shows back to work like we know you got that hook shaped head. We know that was your ass. We know you got that. You knock knee, your bow-legged and knock knee, and pinch a toe. We know you're what. You ain't fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? Hell, hell, man, that's dumb. Only thing that would have been stupider is he would have robbed the store, showed up, and then called to turn the robber in for the reward money. That's all. He wouldn't have got no stupider. He would have did
that. I'm telling you, that's
stupid on a whole nother level, man.
Who would want to rob where they work? That's just he thinking I know where the money's gonna be. He watched too many movies. Ocean's 11 and stuff, because that's what they do. They rob where they work. But they going after millions and millions of dollars, not no damn $2,800.
They went after $2,800. What do you think he set it on part 2, the male version? That's crazy, man.
Now that deserves a mental checkup too. So
they need to put him on Ritalin. He need to be on Ritalin for that one.
Yeah. That just makes no sense. And you put your cold workers in the little freezer or refrigerator, and once you shut them damn things, I don't know if you can open them from the inside, but then you cutting off their air supply. They're cold, so now you looking at maybe some type of assault or something. Hell, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But then you're looking at some type of criminal act with that, because that's a damn near kidnapping. You can force them against their will to go into this refrigerator, and then you shut the door on them so they can't get out, so you can rob the place.
Ain't that crazy, man? Ain't that absolutely?
That Shake Shack might not hire no more black people, and if they do or if they don't, I wouldn't care. I don't care how much racism you want to call, because that's just crazy. Now, every black person that put in an application, they don't know if they're going to rob them at gunpoint and put them in the refrigerator.
I swear, we've been having a hard showing at restaurants. I mean, if we ain't shooting them up, if we ain't eating from, you know what I'm saying, from the stationary area where you get the food, if we not cussing somebody out, we doing something. Robbing our own jobs and then showing back up like nothing happened. Like the people that we work and be around every day just don't recognize us.
Yeah.
Like, did he really believe that whole thing that all black people look alike? Did he really believe that?
Right.
I mean, and he got a distinctive face, man. He got like fat chipmunk cheeks. I mean, they able to draw him and sketch him out easy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we go. Without further ado, Scott, we got more. Actually, before I play that video, we're going to get into a song right quick, man. Let's take a break, get into a song, and then just talk about this dude who is addicted to walking around and humping air, and he can be doing the job and just out of nowhere just start humping the air.
Hey, oh, daddy, like that. Collateral damage, baby.
Candlelight, your favorite wine, slow jams, a perfect time, sharing passion, lots of affection, real love, a sacred weapon, my perfect angel, sent from heaven, a special gift, my perfect present, your soft lips, kissing minds. The mood is set for the right time. Me and you together, oh what a pleasure. The hours of love. They put on your see-through. I just wanna treat you. The hours of love. Me and you together, oh what a pleasure. The hours of love. I just wanna treat you. Nobody to body. We're together as one. Tied up in love. Oh, what joyful fun. Caressing all on you, caressing all on you, finessing all on you, sending my blessings all through you. And I can't get enough of this rush in the hours of love. Me and you together, oh what a pleasure. The hours of love. They put on your see-through. I just wanna treat you. The hours of love. Me and you together, oh what a pleasure. The hours of love. They put on your see-through. I just wanna treat you. Let's make love all night long. On and on and on and on. Hey, please, let's make love all night long. On and on. 'Cause this is the hours of love. Together, oh what a pleasure. The hours of love. They put on the see-through, 'cause I just wanna treat you. The hours of love. Me and
What's going on, y'all, man? We back. That was AJ, Hours of Love. Shout out to everybody down in Platteville, Louisiana, man. Big ups to y'all. Sky, did you want to go ahead and plug in that information again?
Yeah, somebody shared the Cash App information with you on your messenger. Did you get it?
No, they in my Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish they would have just went to the comment section here.
Yeah, I me too, right?
Yeah. Let me see how I can do this. I'm gonna have to get off of one of my streams, probably my TikTok. I get off on a TikTok one because I would definitely want to get that up now. Shout out to my people on TikTok, man. Yeah, decent numbers coming through.
So for some of y'all who did not know, a wrestling friend of mine and his wife Katie, they lost their son Jeremiah last week, and our hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to the whole family. Thank you for, I think it was CFW that held the benefit for them last Saturday. Congratulations. This Sunday, No Limit Pro, we're doing the same thing. So come out, enjoy great wrestling. 18 and up to get in, but everything that's going on, we're doing it for that young man. And if you want more information, go to No Limit Pro Facebook page. Go to CWF's Facebook page and see how you can reach out with your prayers and condolences and your donations to the family. Because again, no matter how much they raise or what they do, it will never replace their son. And they say, they say that time heals all wounds. So I just pray that every day they have more good days than bad.
All right, so I did get it. Shout out to Miranda G, sent it to me. All right, let me post it on here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and post it in the comments, and then but while I'm posting this in the comments, man, let's go ahead with this next story.
Okay.
Because this is bizarre too.
I'm Dexter Mims Jr. I'm 48 years old, and I'm addicted to humping air. It just sends me to a level of intoxication where some people have their thing, they drink and all of that. And
at 48 years old, Dexter has struggled with his addiction majority of his life, though he himself does not see it as much of a burden as the people around him.
I don't need a woman. I don't need another human being to interact in that sense because Mother Nature provides what I need.
One girlfriend in almost a half century on this earth, and he sees no issues.
It didn't go the way I wanted it to, due to the fact that Mother Nature is my woman, and everything else comes second.
Well, my name is Alicia Scott, and I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I've dated Dexter Mims for, say, about 3.5 years on and off. I called it off, but it's because he's addicted to humping the air. Like, look at me. Like, how dare you hump the air? And I just can't get over it. I'm sorry. It's a big deal breaker for me. Hopefully he can get over it someday. I don't know. But yeah, it's too much.
The woman at the time couldn't understand that. And while I was thrusting the air, they just didn't work out too well. I figured that they would have an understanding of it, but she didn't.
I could really see us getting back together, but he gotta let go of humping the air. It's a no-brainer. Sometimes I think about it, it just makes me so emotional that I felt like we were really one, we could be something, but then him humping his air is just, I can't get over it. It's a deal breaker. He does it in public too. He's not ashamed of it. He loves humping the air, literally.
It's almost as if he loves it more than human interaction. And that in itself has put him into less than safe.
Oh, man.
So I don't know if it still come on. I used to watch this show called, it might have been on TLC. Oh yeah, what was it, TLC? It might have been on that. It was called the world's craziest addiction. You know, they had people that ate toilet paper and people that sniffed washing powder. Well, one guy, he liked to have sex with his car. He was literally licking the tailpipe, giving it oral, and then he would pull his pants down and penetrate the tailpipe, kissing the bumper like it's a mouth. I mean, this was a real thing on a TV show. Yes. Why that didn't make the TV show, I have no clue. So my first thing is, even if humping the air is something you like to do, why can't you do it privately? There's a lot of furniture and stuff in the house that you could do it privately. Why would you do it out in the open? Because you know somebody's going to call the police or something because you're doing sexual acts maybe in front of children. You might not see the children, but if you're out in public, they looking at you. Okay. And two, who is filming this stuff? Who is walking around with this man saying, yeah, I'm going to film you until you start humping air, and then I'm going to send it to 10. You could pay me enough to walk around with you to watch you stop and just hunch the air. Now, if air is good enough for you to, now then if you're asking yourself, because that's what I'm asking myself, if air is good enough for you to have an ejaculation, how many pair of clothes do you carry with you? Because most men, if they start humping, they don't usually, I'm done. Usually they try to get to that point where they're releasing, correct? So if he's doing this, how many pair of pants of underwear is he carrying? And to the woman, you're crazy for even thinking about going back. You could be in the store and all of a sudden he just start humping the air in front of people while y'all grocery shopping. Now he might need one of those little scooters, so that way if he's sitting down, they can't see him hunching as much, right? He might need one of those scooters when he going to Kroger, because if he's standing on 2 feet and he gets near the meat, the big chunks of meat, and it turns him on, he just start humping the air. I'm just like, that's just some mental problems with people. And the mental part for me is he's doing it in public. That's the mental part.
You know what I would do? I can help my brother. You know what I would do?
What's that?
Every time he stop and do that, I would play the Barney song and make it like he dancing to the Barney song. Or I play Dragon Tales or one of them kid theme songs. And as soon as he start doing it, I put a nice little slick ass beat on it and I'll make it look like he dancing. You know? And if you're going to be embarrassed in public, you might as well have fun with it.
That's true. Well, it'll take this one time for me. And then, like, look, we can't hang out together no more. I'm sorry. Unless you can control yourself, get yourself in some type of control, that's just a little bit. Yeah. Because now it's random, right? Maybe he says at 2:00 every day I hump the air, then I know not to hang around with you at 2:00 every day. But when it's just random, no, can't do that. Ain't talking about, well, I don't need a woman.
You over there talking about pass me the wrench, and then you turn around and he up there and just humping away. Man, get your ass up out of here. You ain't helping me.
That fool said, I don't need a woman. Okay, there's a lot of people that don't need a woman, but they're not hunching in public like that. I don't know. And then he found the one crazy woman who stayed with him and now wants to get back.
She ain't a good woman, because if she was good, she'd go ahead and wear him out. I bet you he wouldn't be humping anything if he had that one that was doing the semen, using the semen as a beauty product, because she be to wore him out. There wouldn't be no hump left.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, absolutely. These folks, them
two should get with each other.
They really should, because the people that we're talking about might have issues, but then it's also, what about their significant others? But again, the one we saw with the lady, if that's her husband, for better or for worse, and this could be the worst.
Oh, that's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
They did when they said worse.
You gotta be careful who you marry. 50 Cent said he'll never get married because it's a bad contract, right? And it's not always a bad contract about money. Sometimes a bad contract about people using your semen or humping in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying. I mean, I'm no better than him. It's just it's human decency. I think that's all I'm just trying to say. It's just human decency.
Yeah, you're right.
What you like to do it in your backyard, do it in your house. Don't just be out in the middle of nowhere, just all of a sudden you just humping air.
I don't think he can help it though.
I know.
I think that fetish is something that he can't do anything about, unfortunately.
Oh my Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, this next video, pretty interesting, right? Yeah. This dude was talking about, can America ever be defeated military-wise? I don't think we can be defeated military-wise unless you drop a nuke on us. Way too many people carrying in the U.S. But the U.S. is falling another way. There's another way to defeat.
You can never ever defeat America in a war, even if the entire world were to come together and try to destroy America. But, and this is really important, I'll explain this later on, is America can blockade everyone else. You can't blockade America, but America can blockade everyone else. Okay, that's number two. Number three is the character of the American population is rugged individualism, meaning Americans believe in liberty. They believe in the First and Second Amendment. The First Amendment is the right to speak your mind. Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. So even if you were to land your forces in America, like maybe take over New York City, you have to fight the entire population. Okay, it's not, you don't fight the military, you fight the entire population because everyone has a gun in America, right? It's impossible to defeat America in a war. Because then, even if you were to defeat the military and land your forces, you have to deal with a guerrilla insurgency, which was the American Revolution, basically. Okay, so because of these three reasons, number one, it's protected by two oceans. Number two, it's completely self-sufficient. Number three, its population is aggressive and violent and heavily armed. You can never, ever defeat America in a war, even if the entire world were to come together and try to destroy America.
So do you agree or disagree?
Okay, now I'm understanding his narrative. I thought he just meant militarily because I was like, hell, we lost the Korean War and we lost the Vietnam War. So we've lost wars. We ain't lost the major wars, but we've lost a couple of wars. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking about if you invade America, gotcha. Yes, that would be hard because we're not just that 148 states. You still have to deal with Alaska. You still have to deal with Hawaii. And if y'all don't know, Puerto Rico is the 51st state. So you still would have to deal with those bases too. But it's funny that he says that most people carry guns and you have to fight the population. Which population are we talking about? The lady that's putting semen on her face? The women that's riding around on scooters in Disney? Like, which population are we talking about? Because those people ain't fighting. Don't do hunch in the air. He ain't fighting. So which population is he talking about, Damo?
I don't know what population he talking about, but what I can tell you is this. What I can tell you this. He wrong. We already been invaded. It's already happened. We've been invaded already. Yeah. We got people from other countries who have totally different beliefs that totally contradict the beliefs that we have. Mm-hmm. So we already invaded.
Right.
If China or any of these countries wanted to do anything to America, they can. Why? Because they're on the inside of America. See, we literally, by military force, would have to go into one of these other countries. They don't have to do that. You know why? Because we've let people come in here and we don't know who, we don't know if they're a general, we don't know what they got going on. Not only have we let them in here, we've allowed them to buy farmland. Mm-hmm. So now, not only are they here, but now they're in our mainstreams of income and structure. Mm-hmm. You look at every energy company, there are multiple people from other places, grocery stores, anywhere you name, government buildings. So, man, the Trojan horse has already been opened. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the day, you would call them terrorist cells. They have cells already in America, right?
Yeah.
And then you right with the land. Hell, even when they was trying to go after Saddam Hussein and them, let's just talk about the first Iraqi war in '92 or wherever it was. Uh, do you know that hell those Saudis or whoever own like 12% of America? They own 12% of America, the land. Like that is a lot of foreign money in the land of the United States.
Because they just sold it off.
Yeah, and then think about tech. A lot of that stuff, if it's not coming from China, it's funded by China. Even Silicon Valley in California, a lot of that lending is coming from China. And the worst thing is China owns a lot of our debt. Did you just see how much gold they had? They had like 76.05, was it million pounds of gold or something?
Because they buy and store.
And store. So if they try to cash all that in, we couldn't print enough money to pay them for all this gold that they have. So yeah, you're right. Now if he's just talking about military versus military, tech versus tech, I might give him that. But nowadays you don't have to do that. Nowadays you won't even need the like I said, the Trojan horse, because now that's old school where the two militaries meet in the middle of a field and everybody starts shooting. Ain't nobody doing that no more. There's technology now. There's cameras the size of this pencil that you can put in, bombs, people just everywhere, and that's how Rome fell. The outside forces never defeated Rome. Rome fell within, right? Yeah. So if you get a group of people, like you said, come in and say, hey, why don't y'all start believing this, or having young boys dressing dresses, or femalism, then you're just dividing us mentally and socially to the point where we'll just fight each other. You would never have to invade. You just get us to fight each other. Have a social civil war.
Yep. That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, which would turn into like what we call a hot war, because right now it's just a cold war, and just watch us crumble. And that's what they did with Rome. They just divided Rome and they fought each other till that empire actually failed. And that's what they said about the Happy Demo. They said if you go through history, after about 250 years, that's when every major empire starts to crumble. So we're celebrating 250 years of the beginning of the end for us.
Not only that, one thing I think a lot of people don't understand is the more freedom that women have gotten, the more, man, they have diluted society. Society is diluted. I was watching a video last night of these two women that were adamant about not needing men. So if men are the one who built your society and now you want to turn around and break them down mentally, who's going to fight for you? These women? Because a lot of men, I was having this conversation, Sky. The majority of men in America, we aren't healthy enough to fight other countries.
Right.
And then the other half is, man, one half isn't healthy enough. The other half mentally isn't mentally ready enough.
Yeah. What are you willing to sacrifice for your country, right? Because even the men that are ready to fight, I don't have to fight you. If I just go kidnap your wife and children, you're done. Because your heart is attached to them. Y'all don't understand growing up. They don't do it no more. But growing up, we pledged allegiance to America. That's why you look and said it every day at school. They was teaching you to pledge your allegiance to the country before your family. We don't stop me if I'm wrong, them. I don't know if any schools still do that, pledge allegiance. But that's what that meant, right? That's why when you become into CIA or when you become special forces, the first thing they ask you, do you have any family? Because we can't send you to these other countries and you get compromised because your wife and child have been kidnapped. So even if the ones who are ready, I don't have to fight you head on. If I know where your child go to school and kidnap your children and wife, you're compromised now, because now you're going to put them before the country. So yeah, it's not hard to just sit there like you said and defeat us without having to come in guns blazing.
They ain't even got to do that, Sky. All they got to do is get do what they did in Vietnam, which is why we lost the Vietnam. Get the country to turn on the military servicemen. That's it. All this stuff already has happened to show us that Americans could easily be run over. You can't do it by brute force. You got to play checkers. You got to get them because, I mean, you got to get in positions of power. I don't know why, but we allow people who are in positions of power to do anything they want to do to us. Every country is like that.
Mm-hmm.
They will allow a person to get in the power, cause harm, and won't do anything.
Right.
So what makes people think Americans won't do the same? We arguing about what a man and a woman is. You think we mentally ready to face any country? No.
Are we the only country that's like that? That's trying to
One of
figure out
them.
what a man and a woman is? Because you ever go to no other countries in Africa and stuff like that and have those conversations.
You know why? Because they won't allow their women to have no power.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we ain't giving you no power.
Because all those, oh my God, you're right. Think of all those countries that if you even talked about cross-dressing, transgender, playing
they take you out right there.
Yeah, sending your little boy with a dress on to school, man. Yeah,
they ain't playing.
Yeah, yeah.
They ain't playing them games.
But you know what? We'll just call them the Pilgrims. When the Pilgrims left Europe, they wanted more freedom. I don't know if the women wanted more freedom or what's up, Mike? No Limit Pro, or whoever wanted more freedoms. Do you think that when they left, way before the Revolutionary War, if they knew this was coming, do you think they would have added more restrictions? Because once they got over here, oh, we're free. But they didn't know that freedom coming to America, right, the first 13 colonies, was going to transition into we don't know what a man and a woman is.
Man, you know what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just think of what the forefathers and just the first pilgrims that hit this land is thinking about in their graves right now. They're rolling in their graves because we wanted to leave tyranny to have a little freedom, but y'all have taken it and just went way overboard. You know what I'm saying?
And then people, to me, this whole issue begins and ends with the education system, which is why I was glad they dismantled the Board of Education, because those folks was getting funding and kids are getting stupider. They can't convince me that these kids now are smarter than us in our generation. When we literally had to do reports and we had the source where we got our information from. And we was in libraries, encyclopedias. Do you see the library full of children now?
No, I was talking to a girl the other day, Damo.
Not unless their parents take them.
Hey, Damo, I was talking to a girl the other day about the Dewey Decimal System. She know the hell I was talking about.
Ain't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Sky, in 10 years, they're not even going to know what cursive is.
No.
Because they don't do that. They don't do spelling tests. Man. You want to control people, you turn them into idiots. And now look at us. We were riding in cars with masks on by ourselves to keep us from getting the virus when nobody was around us. We get inside cars that don't have a driver and get real comfortable with it, right? Man, it won't be long, again, like I said, before we have leashes with no animals on it.
Well, if you can hump the air, I guess you can walk it too, right? I mean, you know, one thing about the mind, it never stops. You know, if we can do this, what about this? And if we can do that, what about that? It's going to always, the mind is going to always continue to evolve, man. So if we have cars with no drivers, think about what's next. What else they figured that they can do now? Are we going to have planes, which I believe we do, like military planes with no pilots in them? But what about just commercial planes with no pilots in them?
It's all coming soon. And I mean, it's all coming soon, man. You could see it, you know. And I just didn't, at one point in my life, I was like, man, ain't no way the world can be this stupid. And here I was wrong all along. You know, when I was thinking about something, I was like, damn, this stupidity isn't new. This stupidity been around. Let me tell you how I know that the stupidity been around. Sky, you have heard people say, I'm not going to no potluck dinner. I don't like eating off potluck.
Right.
Now, for the people you've heard say that, what are the reasons why they say that they don't indulge and potluck dinners.
One, because they don't know the person, they don't trust the person's cooking, and they don't know where their hands have been prior to making the food.
Now, let me show you how dumb that is. So do you think them people know the people at these fast food restaurants? Or do you think they know what these people are doing, whether they washing their hands or not?
Nope.
So what are we talking about? You see how stupid that is? Because we watched last week a dude in a restaurant put his whole index finger and thumb down in his ass, come up out his ass, smell it, and then grab the plate and continue making the plate. And then we had one young man the week before that sat on a box of chicken, opened it up, farted on the chicken, put the chicken in the grease thing, cooked it, and then said, "Here y'all go." So that let me know that people are stupid. I don't want to walk this neighborhood because it's dangerous, but I'm going to go up the street and get some cigarettes.
Yeah. That'll kill you quicker than somebody with a gun. Yeah, you know, the more technology is getting smarter, the more. I remember a few years ago,
dumbing us down.
They said your smartphone is making you dumb. This white lady told me that, and I didn't think about it until she actually said it. Because growing up, I had to at least remember, outside of 911, 5 numbers by hand. That way, if there's an emergency, payphone, something, I remember those numbers. Now, if you take away somebody's phone, they don't remember
one number.
What's that?
I don't even remember one person's my old lady. That's it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I can't remember 5
numbers. I don't know
numbers.
any other numbers other than that.
Yeah, if you take away people's phones here, they might forget who their family are. You know what I'm saying? Like, these phones are controlling everybody's mind, and it's crazy, and it's getting there. And then when you get to the point where, you know, you don't need a human no more, and then you start having relationships with robots. You can impregnate a robot, and that robot will literally form a natural baby where you can see it. We can't see it in a woman's stomach. We can feel it. Now they're going to have the little ball where you can watch this embryo grow into a baby over 9 months. Then you won't need this no more. You won't need your brain no more.
Yeah.
You won't. Technology will tell you when to wake up, when to pee, when to scratch your back. Technology will tell you when to exercise. Technology is going to tell you when to do everything. They have apps for everything.
It's coming. Stay tuned. It's coming.
Yeah.
It is coming, y'all.
And so what happens when technology goes out then?
Man, I think if technology went out, the majority of people would lose their mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I told myself when my retirement comes, whatever age that is, I want land, I want animals, I want to learn how to grow certain foods, tomatoes, lettuce, you know, just things like that. Because probably by the time I retire, we might be in that hell that me and you be talking about in the show. We might be there, so I need to know how to survive. You know, in this case, especially if I'm in my right mind, Lord, you know,
right.
Just in case that happens, you know.
Right. Man. Next week, we're gonna get on. It's a lot. It was so much that I really wanted to cover today that I couldn't. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Yeah. Tune in, man. We got some really good stuff for y'all, man. This show, this outlines, man. Just like we need to bring back mental hospitals. We do. We do, man.
I didn't know they had got rid of them.
Yeah, they never should have got rid of them.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that. I mean, why? Why did they do it? It's just certain people on this earth. Yeah, well, that's everywhere. Hell, that's everywhere. Yeah, but certain people come on this earth and they might need extra help.
Yeah,
you know, genetically, not these fools out here riding around in Disney on bumper cars. But, you know, like actually might need it. Some people are born with rare diseases and really mental health issues from birth, you know, especially if your mom was on drugs, smoking cigarettes, alcohol. Yeah, I can see how you come onto this earth and you just, you know what I'm saying? So you need to go there. But to take that away, Damo, and just let them walk in society, when they already have a disability, that's crazy.
It's what a world.
Have you seen the update on that WNBA? That guy.
Oh yeah, Ennis Canner. We're gonna talk about that next week.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably gonna be the focal on the show.
I was like, he's really trying because he still looks like a man. He don't even look like a woman.
Yeah.
So what is he doing? Is he gonna dress up as a woman, or he's gonna have the whole reassignment to become a woman?
See, the WNBA opened up Pandora's box.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fold themselves. Fighting for the rights of men. Fighting for the rights of men. Now, they fought all that hard to have rights, only to give them back to men. Because if you're going to let any biologically born male into it, you can't say who identifies as transgender or not.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, because they're going to have to define it. They're going to have to say they had the full surgery. They're going to go that route. So these men thinking that they can keep the male part, but then participate in women's sports, okay. They going to make it to where the other men trolling y'all, they say, well, we identify as women too. Well, no, we can't, it can't be like this. We're going to have some criteria. And that's going to be one of them. Watch. They're going to suggest that them trans, they go all the way through with it.
Right. You know, have you ever been in a company to where people who's transitioning, especially when I work at Amazon, they had their own bathroom, you had the men's, you had the women, but they had a special bathroom for those people that were transitioning, like especially if they had the surgery. Do that with basketball. Just have a league where women want to be men and men want to be women, and that way they can play each other. Don't put them in the NBA. Don't put them in the positional league, where if you feel like that you want to be a woman and you feel like you want to be a man, y'all can get together in this league and play basketball till your heart falls out.
You know what, Sky? One time I suggested that, and I was like, nah, because first and foremost, there's not enough trans people to even create that's interested in basketball. You don't have a whole lot of trans men that's, to form a league. Mm-hmm. It's the same with swimming, right?
Right.
But it's, the irony? Always the men transitioning to women, fighting for women's rights.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never the women transitioning to men to fight for men's rights. Like, they're not fighting for the right to be a man. Because let them be drafted to the military and let's see how that work out for them. Let them get arrested and go to a male prison. I don't care how masculine you are. If you ain't got that part down there, they gonna get them cookies all night long. And they gonna be sneaking in the room to get you. So you don't never see women saying, no, take me to a man's jail. Do you ever? No. Do you ever see one of them transitioning saying, you know what, I want to play in the NBA or the NFL?
Nope.
When have we seen it? So
they
why is it
in the bedroom?
Right. So why is it the women that's transitioning into men don't really want to do the men shit? Put them on child support for kids that ain't theirs like they do men. And let's see how long they want to stay a man.
You know what happened to Brittany Griner, right? When her and her wife divorced, she got put on child support for the 2 kids that she didn't biologically put in there.
I hope they take them pockets to the woodshed. You hear me?
Yeah, they did her that way. Yep.
I hope the baby fathers are laughing at her. I'll be laughing at her. Like, ho.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for she got locked up in Russia or wherever she got locked up. Yeah, before then. And there was another NBA female player like that too. Her and her wife had broke up from the WNBA, and they put her on child support for children that wasn't biologically hers. But I'm confused. So you a man, you have the surgery, become a woman, and then you fight for women's rights. Why couldn't you just fight for women's rights as a man? Why you had to go through all that transition to fight for women's rights? I'm just confused. woo, people taking the long way. Yeah. I don't get that myself, Damo. But that's where we're coming to, man. Yeah. You know, there's nobody here to say you was born with this. I don't care what you feel like on the inside. This is what you have on the outside, and you have the male reproductions, and this is what men do. You know, nobody's teaching them that. It's I'm a boy. I've grown around 5 women, and I see all 5 women putting on makeup and dresses and skirts. I want to do that too. You know, I want to do that too. Like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Man. Well, hey, man. Thank you to everybody, man, that tuned in to the show today, man. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jeff.
Sky, did you want to go ahead and plug anything in at the last minute?
Yeah, shout out to Mike Conway and the whole Conn family. They're the owners of No Limit Pro. This Sunday, Tullahoma, Tennessee, the Gypsy Joe Arena. Come down. We're doing a great benefit for Jeremiah Collins. The young man passed away last week. Shouts out to his family. Our prayers go to you. The Cash App, if you want to help, is right here on the screen. If you want to donate money directly to the family, all proceeds will go to them. And again, y'all, it's just let you know, no matter what age you are, when you take your first breath, you are born to die. Now, again, the way we're built, humans, we don't want to see our kids go before us, but we can control that. So right now, death is not for the dead, it's for the living. And it's to let you know that one day, whatever age you are, you going there. So everybody just enjoy your day, enjoy today, 24 hours, and just whatever you can control it. Whatever you can't, don't let it stress you, and just understand that life is a gift, and you know, be happy for it.
I just want to say, man, if you woke up on this half of the dirt,
yes,
and you go to sleep,
yes,
you go on this half of the dirt, claim victory over the day. There's just a lot of people that's not going to make it through. They either not going to start out the day, or their day is not going to end and begin tomorrow.
That's true.
So the only thing guaranteed in life is death. So the things that become too much for you to handle, put in God's hands. Everything else, take it in stride, man, and live your life and enjoy it.
That's true.
Y'all, we are out until next Tuesday. See y'all again, all right?
Peace.
Peace. We out. And make sure y'all donate.
I'm about to stray. We can take a moment, line them up on the corner now, cause I'm about to stray. They say my swag is like this other Arizona. Stay home, on the job, diesel man, elder god type, this, that. Melanated, nitrous oxide override. This is my confession, chilling in my aggression, stepping, coming in from the cold. I be thinking some of you niggas project instead of me telling me slick shit, thinking I'm getting too old.